action.
Hi guys, it's the Scranton MMA Show. This is Frank.
I'm Jess.
It's Tom.
And we are going to talk a little bit about our Jiu Jitsu promotionals that we had. We'll probably talk a lot about it. We just had them yesterday on a Sunday, and we had, I think, 65 people on the mat, which was great. And 4 of those were black belts, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We had our own Doc and Dom, and we had Phil Miglaris from Philly, and we also had Rich. Said he's from Atlantic City. I think. Yeah, he was cool. It's the first time I ever met him. He was really nice.
Yeah.
Taught me his his own guard pass that he created.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want
So-
guard passing. That's kind of
I'll
all like
show you.
that. All right, yeah,
I'll show
definitely.
you. It was cool. He hit on me like 2-3 times, and I knew it was coming, and still got it. That's a black belt.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one
Yeah. And it was great to have Phil down. I always get excited when Phil comes down. So
Did all of us roll with Phil? Did you roll with
I
Phil?
rolled.
I rolled with
Yes.
Phil.
So,
Yeah, he's amazing. If you guys ever get a chance, if you're in Philly, to train with him, or I mean,
If he comes
I've been
up here.
talking to him a little bit more, so hopefully he'll be coming up more.
Yeah.
It's just a great experience. The one cool thing of Phil and pretty much all his black belts, and they're all pretty cool people, you know.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get good at this stuff and then be a jerk.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of jerks out there. I used to think, like, more in judo. Like, well, everyone who's a black belt in judo must be cool. No. Like, if you were a jerk before, it might not convert you to not being a jerk. But the balance guys from Phil all the way down are definitely cool people. Like, you got, like, Ricky. Like, if Ricky was a jerk, no one could say anything about it. Just all right, you're a jerk, but don't hurt me too bad.
Right.
But he's like an animal, but he's super nice. He'll help anybody get good. Like his MMA guys who look like, oh, dude, these guys are nasty, but they're all super chill. And like it starts from the top down, and definitely cool. So when you see like a random balance guy come in, you're like, oh, they're probably cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
usually
that
true.
Yeah.
It's always true from my experience.
I like that. That's why I'm glad we're like
Tight with that.
tight with them.
Yeah.
Of all associations to be down with there. It's not everyone else is like that. You gotta be careful. In the jiu-jitsu world, the judo world, the egos are out there, and then it can become like there's like a thing between ego and attitude.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got an ego. I get it. I got one. When we're rolling, you can tell. But then don't have an attitude when we're like talking. Like we're talking.
No,
Black
that's
belt
interesting. Where did you hear that? You go in attitude?
in a book. I read about it. I got books. But it's like the difference, right? You're gonna have an ego when you're training. I mean, no matter what, like in life, but your attitude, how you handle yourself with somebody else. So
like
ego's me. Like I don't,
Mm.
like I'll roll with you and I'll go after you.
You always throw these good gems out.
Yeah.
You do. I like these.
Thanks. That's
There's
what I'm trying.
tension.
All that time I'm saving not training. I can read up on a book or two. Like my ego's like, I want to go after Frank and get tapped. And tap him, but I get tapped. But then when we're like talking, I don't like
Throw a hissy fit.
Yeah, I'm like, no, like if I want to not get tapped,
Some
I should
punch
just,
in the mat.
yeah, like complain or something like that. So yeah, balanced people are cool. What Phil showed, especially the guard stuff, I liked a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does such a good job between self-defense and like sport casual jiu-jitsu. He does such a good job showing old to new because he's been in it forever. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people you'll see they'll either teach just old or just new. He's able to teach both and then combine them as well.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I appreciate the most of his teaching and what he shows.
Yeah. I like how, like, if you're an MMA guy, a self-defense guy, or a sport guy, Phil can show the same thing.
Yeah.
And, like,
Just
make it good for
twist it,
everybody.
yeah.
Like, so yeah, it was great. I definitely want to try out some of that, like, that guard stuff. I really, because it was, like, grippy. You know what I mean? Like, kind of set up a grip, stuff like that. So I got a shot at getting some of that. I had a good partner, which helped a lot too. Sometimes
Who's your partner?
I had Mooney.
Mooney's
So that's
one.
good.
Mooney's
Yeah.
He's all right. Let's not give him too much.
Wasn't that crazy. He thought he was the man doing the standing part.
Yeah.
You done kickboxing since your fight?
I had fun doing the kicks. I worked with Polito during that part.
Oh yeah, that'll help you.
Yeah.
I haven't kicked in so long, and I don't even feel like, you know, like riding the bike, like I don't even feel like it's there anymore, or like I did it.
Yeah.
You know, like, no, I'm just like, I'd have to start, not even from brand new, like before that somehow. So, yeah, I mean, well, let's get to jiu-jitsu. Then maybe down the road when I'm 70 and a brown belt, I'll work on. Gotta stay hydrated.
Okay, wait. So I know we're talking about other stuff right now.
We're not to talk about other stuff.
We're gonna talk about this polar seltzer really quick. So they put the summer flavors out. So we were at Wegmans last night, and we were only supposed to get like 3 things.
But of course, when you go to Wegmans,
don't go to Wegmans for 3 things.
Yeah. So we only got a little basket because we figured like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we walked out, and I made Frank, you know, carry the basket because it was just way too heavy because I had to grab all the summer flavors, except the cucumber melon. I'm not into cucumber. But so they have 5 flavors, and this is one of them: blueberry tangerine. And they always make the bottles really pretty, and they're always really tasty. They just taste like summer. So yeah, they always do summer and winter flavors in the
Stay
summer.
hydrated.
Yeah, summer flavors are out. Do they do fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin water.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
back to the promotionals.
Phil just tagged us in
Cool.
an IG post. Oh, stop! Had a wonderful time teaching at Scranton MMA yesterday. Congrats to all got promoted. There's more pics coming. That's true.
He was
like
cooking with Tony.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'll edit this," and he's like, "You got like 15 minutes." And Tony wasn't quite sure how to take it. So yeah, there'll be a lot of good footage. I think a lot of good pics.
Shout out to Tony for doing that for us.
Yeah.
He was hustling. Tony gets the hustler today.
Yeah.
Or
You should have like a little like eye contact.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't. If anyone's good at video editing, well, it would be Tony probably.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to give him a shout out and work
Yeah.
at the same
You
time.
have to
Well,
do the
no,
work
that
for
then
it.
you would really get that whole icon.
Then he
Yeah.
really deserved it. There we go. You want to talk about some of the big promotions? We can't do every person.
Yeah.
We gotta strive. Like,
so a lot of our like, you know, new white belts got their first stripes. We had a lot of second stripe white belts. You know, people have been training for like, you know, a couple of months. They, you know, start getting striped up on their white belt, which is cool.
Yeah.
We had a couple higher ranks who got stripes as well, which is always nice. It's good to see them kind of climb the ranks. And big promotions. So we had a lot of blue belts.
Yeah.
2 females, or right?
Dean Kim.
So Kim Aschenfelder and Dee got blue belts, which is awesome. So just building up the women here. Kim's husband John.
Yep. Charlie Shane.
And
Jesse.
And Jesse. Yeah, so that's 6. So we had 6 blue belts. Which is like
they're all cool, like individual kind of things going on there too.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like,
yeah.
Jesse's the first like well-rounded at that blue belt level I've seen in like a long time.
As far as like MMA goes.
Yeah, right. Because MMA guys come in and they don't necessarily. Normally, maybe you get them to do like one other thing, right? Like if they're like a kickboxer, maybe they'll do one other thing. Or if they're a jiu-jitsu guy, they might. Like Jesse, he does judo probably the least, which is cool. Like you know, obviously, but like he's doing like it's just not happening. But he does it more. He does more judo than any other MMA guy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And like right now, he's like the hardest working MMA guy I see out there, and it's cool. He's got his own cool little attitude, but he works hard. Yeah, and so to see someone like you did that?
Yeah, I created that. It came as half a joke, but then it just
He just grew into it.
Yeah, he just grew into it.
That's definitely cool. But like, so he's like his striking obviously is like upper, you know, but his like judo and jiu-jitsu is like pretty cool up and coming. So if he sticks with that,
Yeah,
definitely cool to see.
I mean, he won his second MMA fight with guillotine.
Ripped the dude's head off.
Yeah.
Like we were talking
Yeah, it was like a 10-finger guillotine.
Dude, Phil put me in a weird guillotine.
Did he?
I didn't like it.
No.
Wait, I had Phil in a Kimura. He like fell on it, and I was like, all right, let me try to like spin through and spin under. He was like halfway like on top of my head, and I just like couldn't move my head, and then he knee barred me, and I was like, oh okay, that's cool, it's all right. And then he like showed me how to do it, and I was like, oh cool, and I like just
You forgot it? What?
I didn't forget. Like I could probably maybe
Piece it
piece
together?
it together, but just not. There's not a huge level of understanding.
Yeah, some of the stuff. Like when you watch him roll, sometimes you're like,
How
that's
did you do that?
not even applicable.
Yeah.
Not even. But the
um,
guillotine he showed, and it's good.
Sure.
I liked it because I was in bottom half guard, and I had my underhook. And again, you're not safe with Phil no matter what, but normally you're like, I have my underhook, I can kind of do my thing. And he grabbed my chin, and I'm like, whatever, no big deal. He's just kind of trying to, I thought he was going to do that thing where he just messes with you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a test. Let me just mess with Tom. No, he was this close from submitting me.
Yeah.
And then he submitted me. With like, it's like he knew what I was going to have to do before I knew it, and instantly took advantage of that. And it was funny because even Rich hadn't seen it, and he like put I think Doc in it, and he's like, oh, you got to move your hips back, and he's like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I did. He's like, yeah, that's not cool. It's just like it's like that's Phil's level of understanding of jiu-jitsu. So get on the mat when you can with a guy like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did have a lot of people get on the mat with a guy like that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I think we had like around 65 people.
Yeah,
So.
Wait, let's talk more blue belt promos.
Oh yeah.
So John's awesome.
So John and Tim.
Oh yeah.
Blue belts together.
Little husband-wife promotion.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
special. Yeah.
Yeah.
He Tim was the first blue belt that we called out, and like she was crying, and it was just really cute because she was so happy. I feel like she gets very like nervous or like anxious about stuff, and I feel like because I was testing her for like the self-defense portion, and just like she just looked so. I don't know if it's nerves or if it's just like super focused, but there's something there. And then like finally, you get the blue belt, and I went hard on her too during rolls.
A bunch of people saw like people like put it on her. It's cool.
But I knew she was getting her belt, so that's why I did that. So. Sorry, but that's just how it goes. But that means you earn your belt. Too. So.
Definitely.
I didn't get to roll with John.
I rolled with John.
Yeah.
I was really impressed too. Like because one, he's tired.
Yeah.
Like, I went with him after like 3 hard people, maybe right after you. I'm not sure. So like 3 good people in a row went with him, and then I got to go with him. It was like kind of fun then.
Yeah.
But his jiu-jitsu was like real on point. So that was cool to see him. And then like. You know the roles were like you realize you're learning as you're doing it. I'm like, oh, like I have a lot to learn. But like I kept trying like certain arm bars, and then we're working, and then finally it's like my coach's voices in my head. It's like, well, he's protecting his arms. Like look for his neck. And then like 7 chokes later, I found something in it. Yeah. So it was a good role, and it helped me get a little better too, which is cool.
About I rolled with her too. And she's just like a little trooper. She like just laughs the whole time. Like you could just like squish her and like tap her a bunch of times, and she's still laughing and smiling.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I gotta learn that, or this one always gets
that's
me.
That's the right kind of attitude to take, though. Honestly, because it's like it's training, and I tell people, especially before the promotional, like. Don't try to win your matches because you're not. Like, you're going to have fresh, higher ranks go against you every single round. Mm-hmm. And, like, even though it is a test, right? Especially the rolling isn't, like, it's not. I'll say this. It's a test, but we care more before the test. Yeah. And that last little bit is just crossing the finish line.
It's more like how you handle it.
Yeah.
I think more than how you do. Because you can completely dictate how they do. Like if you wanted to, I've seen you do it during testing, tap someone every 10, 20 seconds, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Or you can make them work.
Yeah.
Or you can test their offense and just so you are controlling what happens.
Yeah.
It's not them. You just want to see how they handle it.
Yeah.
You know, and so like a bad attitude is the wrong way
Yeah,
to handle
absolutely.
it, no matter what. You know, so yeah. Then Charlie and Shane.
Yeah. Two brothers.
Yeah, two brothers. A lot of family promotions.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
We got a lot of family here, though.
You think
Yeah.
about it, so like Kim, she has 1, 2, 4
Yeah.
people in her family training, her and 3 others.
Okay.
D has 4 people.
5.
Oh yeah,
So me,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Started.
And then Charlie and Shane.
Yeah.
2.
You gotta get his family in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's dad, Shane's dad, coming for you.
Let's go.
He used to wrestle. He used to.
Yeah.
And Linda's done our self-defense stuff already.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Didn't she do one? Yeah, she did the self-defense seminar with her daughter.
I missed that.
Yeah.
That's it. This is bikies. Throw them on them. Get them on the mat.
That's all.
Cool.
I like it.
No one got purple belt, right? And we're not
No.
missing any blue belts, right?
No, it was 6.
If so, we're coming back here.
It was 6. John, Kim,
Let's pause this for
Curtis, Dees, and Jesse.
Yeah. Did we talk about everybody? I don't want people to think that.
No, that was 6.
Yeah. Okay. So big promo. Steve Polito got his brown belt.
Steve to Brown.
Did the classic. Did the stripes first. You know, trick him a little bit, and then came back for the brown
Well, he
belt.
was a purple belt, I believe, when I first started.
There's a purple belt
I've
on
only known-
Mulberry Street. So if
Yeah.
you don't know, some of the roots of Scranton MMA were formed on Mulberry Street, and he was a purple belt. Then when did he get it? When
Yeah, I think he was already a purple belt when I first started. That was like, what, 10, 11 years ago?
That's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah.
then
Because I don't think I
House.
ever, unless he got it at like one of the first seminars or no, because I was
No, he definitely wasn't on. We should ask him, but he's not gonna be on camera.
Standing right there. Damn.
Dance. Yeah, so he did his
Okay.
test with Doc Brunetti, who if someone's gonna test you, Frank was like, how we don't test, no, Doc will test you
Yeah.
on the self-defense. Like he was going after Steve Polito, which is cool because you get to see the techniques actually working, and like there's movement and like aggression and a little anger and all that Doc Brunetti's great at
The
putting.
mic.
Alright.
The mic.
Is it on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Little technical difficulties.
I'm not
Just
sorry.
just getting all fired up. I like it.
Sorry, guys.
We should.
If you haven't noticed, we got cool new mics.
Yeah.
How you got them?
I don't know if I'm wearing mine the right way. I feel like it's. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, you put it under.
I didn't go under.
Oh.
That's how the cool guys do it.
I did.
We gotta get wireless ones next.
Okay.
I don't like the headset thing.
No.
No,
I don't want
real
to be like
telemarketer.
this
Yeah.
all day, or like the thing from
Oh,
the ear
no.
to the mouth. I don't know.
No
I think
way.
this is cool. Maybe wireless though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're jumping a lot of different
Yeah. So what?
topics,
So
but that's alright.
Yeah, Steve did
when
his-
did Steve start training? I know he did like other martial arts besides.
So he, give or take, and if I'm off a year or so, it was probably 98-ish. So
Yeah.
maybe 97, maybe 99, but I'm pretty sure it was pre-2000. He was training.
I think wasn't he like a backyard training kind of guy? And
The quick rumor I heard,
okay.
and this I think is from Mark Brunetti, so that's one of his first instructors,
Yeah.
was that like Mark was driving, and like if you don't know Mark, this is completely believable. He saw Steve like wrestling with his friends, like stopped his truck, started yelling at them, and got them to train with them in like the old ambulance building on Oliphant, which is like the first place Steve Brunetti and Mark Brunetti had the Hoist Gracie School. That's where Dom started.
Yeah, that's where Dom. Well,
Oh,
Dom's.
congrats.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dom
Dom started somewhere else beforehand. Then went-
Dom started a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was another school in Scranton with like Dave Walsh, James Simro,
Yeah.
good dudes. And Dom was there in like 97, 98. And like then Dom left to go train with them. I stayed with James and
Did you
April.
train with Dom back then?
No, that's what's kind of messed up is
You guys
I
missed each other?
just missed them, but like literally like a week or so.
Wow.
Yeah, like man, I always think of
Tommy's been
What if-
training forever.
yeah, mainly judo, jiu-jitsu on and off. But yeah, so Polito's had to been doing jiu-jitsu about 20 years now, on and off,
Yeah.
with all his other martial arts, MMA, Thai, everything. So
Yeah, he's so knowledgeable when it comes to jiu-jitsu. He's been training real hard lately too.
Yeah.
Like every morning and everything like that. So he, like, to me, he really embodies a good martial
He
artist.
does.
yeah,
He wants to teach too.
yeah,
Like,
that's
he
the. I
tells me
hope he
that.
starts teaching more, helping
Yeah.
more, because you could see.
He's always open to train, and he like.
Yeah,
when
check
I
the
train-
members group. He's like,
Yeah.
gonna be at the gym. I'll just give you free privates or free training.
Because he
And
likes to just teach. Like, it's part of his training. And I think that's true for a lot of teachers, but it's part of his training to be able to teach somebody something and like try to break it down for somebody else. That's part of how he learns. And
he's like, there's like personality types and traits. Like
yeah,
teacher,
he's a
like
teacher.
falls right into what he does, what he likes to do. So,
Yeah.
yeah, another good promotion. Congrats.
Dom got a stripe on his black belt.
Yeah.
That made me tear up. Like when Steve got his brown, I was starting to well up. And then Dom got the stripe, and I was like, okay, it's just flowing now. And
Lost
I
it.
couldn't help it.
Man,
Oh, were you teared up?
Yeah! My face was all red. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, Dom, man. Dom's also somebody I've been training with forever. And
big
we
one,
just,
right?
Yeah, we just told Dom's story, but he
Yeah.
started many years ago as well.
I think he was teaching, give or take, Tang Sudo for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best martial artists in Scranton. Like as I was coming up or as I started to get good, people were like, oh, well, do you know this guy? Normally you don't. Like, do you know this karate guy? No, sorry. But Dom actually taught Tang Sudo. If I ever say karate, Tang Sudo, like mixed up, whatever. I did Tang Sudo also, so it's not an insult. But
I did
again, they're like 90% similar. But Dom taught Tang Sudo at the YMCA, which is why I started doing judo. So like I never like really met him or knew him there, but people are always like, oh, you must know Dom Passanetti, you must know Dom, you must know Dom. So like you're never gonna run into someone who like doesn't like Dom. Like if they know Dom, it's always like a good experience, good exchange. So he taught for 20 years and then got into jiu-jitsu, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
And now 20 years later he's doing jiu-jitsu at a good high level.
Yeah.
And it's helping like so many people. It's really awesome.
And he did mention maybe competing this
Dude,
Yeah.
if you're 60,
Yeah, because
Watch
he's out of his
he's
way,
gonna be.
fake your birth
I
certificate.
know.
There's
Yeah.
no 60-year-old that could beat him.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't want to meet that man.
No.
Like, well, yeah, then you'd have to be some other like genetic
I know.
freak who's like not
I know.
aging the last 10 years.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
all-
I told Dom yesterday. I was just like, man, Dom, I don't know. You look younger and younger every year, buddy.
Yeah.
Me and Rach were joking the other day. Remember we used to say, because we don't say it much anymore, that Dom and George Clooney used to look alike?
Yeah.
Dude, George Clooney's aged. Like, it's normal. Like, he's aged. Dom looks like Dom from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
George Clooney looks like almost kind of Dom 15 years ago. It's like not fair.
He's like Benjamin Button. He just like goes back.
Yeah, right. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's awesome because he's always learning,
Yeah.
always studying.
And he's another good one that I was talking about, Phil, with the new and the old, and being able to combine them really well.
Yeah. How many black belts like that are like, let me check out this new technique people are doing. And sometimes he's like,
And
I
not
can't
be
do it. I might not like
threatened
it.
by it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot
But
of
he'll teach it. He knows it. He gets it.
a lot of the old heads would be
That
like,
won't work. Just do basics.
yeah. And
I don't want to just do basics.
Right? Like it's
Sometimes
nice
I wanna
to
go
see
upside
a
down.
black belt just take it all in, no matter what. Like wherever evolution is taking jujitsu, like they just want to take it in. And Dom's one of those.
Can't be like, you can't have that because if you are like, so you'll see it in judo and jiu-jitsu, right? People are like, no, the old school ways, no, the basic ways. If you do that, you're immediately insulting and going against the founders of the sports, arts, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Because both of those people, Kano and Elio, completely went against everything and changed and adapted and took things from other places to make their arts and styles work. So you can't say don't adapt, because if there was no adaptation, there'd be no jiu-jitsu. If there's no adaptation, there'd be no judo. So you have to always, be willing to adapt.
And I guess too, you have to think of what do you want to get out of jujitsu too? Like let's say if you are like, oh, I just want to look at the sport or the self-defense or whatnot, you have to adapt it with that.
Yeah, you could definitely keep your own focus,
Yeah.
but there's always going to be new stuff. Like, there was never a big need to know a guillotine defense for self-defense,
Yeah.
right? It's just because it's just all this, right? But now, like, people on YouTube are like, bro, I know MMA.
Yeah.
So they're going to put a crappy guillotine on you. You got to know the right defense, So the sport's always going to evolve, and even self-defense is going to evolve.
Yeah.
So, like,
I think that's something that other martial arts don't look at too often.
and that's what's great about the styles we teach here, is they're always changing and evolving, and our instructors are down with it. And still learning, still competing, still training. And like, you need that. Like, you need it. It should be at the instructor level, but if like you're at a school that's not, like, then it's just got to be on you. Like, you got to get on YouTube, you got to travel, you got to compete. Because if you're stale, you'll just be passed out.
And then you lose the passion of what you do. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the biggest passion I get is when I learn something new and I'm able to hit it at a good level.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Learning new stuff, like, it's so exciting because
Yeah.
as you kind of climb in rank, it's like harder to learn more things unless it's something completely new. Like when Hafa makes up some new, series of techniques. Yeah, that's exciting when you start getting up there in rank because you kind of have your basics down. But also, it is fun to learn like different details of like the same old technique.
Little tweaks.
Yeah, I do like that.
So basically, just learning is awesome.
Yeah, learning is awesome. That's why jiu-jitsu is so cool. So yeah, I don't know.
That covers all the.
Yeah, we spent
promotions.
almost 30 minutes on the promotions.
I can do another 40.
I know, right?
We'll get back to more jiu-jitsu stuff in a minute. So.
Yeah. Right. But just so you guys know, this Friday, the 25th, is the Muay Thai Promotional. It's at 5:30. Should be on the mat area, the big mats. So Steve Wilson is basically testing the beginner students to see if they can start taking the advanced classes.
Yeah. And then we'll probably move the open mat that's at 6 to the striking area.
Yeah.
Because we got mats there.
Yeah, mats in all places now.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're going to mat up the office soon.
Yeah, we honestly might.
No, we really should have had off the office.
Yeah.
You don't. He
We've
wasn't
been
part of that
talking
little
about this.
Facebook.
Were you guys?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So we can make like a film studio, like how Ryan Hall, he just had like his little mat set up with his like curtain behind it and like his old DVDs. I know.
I know, you guys are adding more and more mats. Eventually, we're just going to mat from like the doorway.
Yeah, just leave your shoes in your car.
Yeah.
Not the parking lot.
Yeah. We talked about that too, taking mats to a park and just like.
We should definitely be doing some outdoor jiu-jitsu as
Yeah.
the weather gets nicer.
I'm down for that. I'm getting this nice tan fishing.
I know, and I have no.
When are you going to come out fishing with us, Tom?
I should do some fishing.
Are you going to hook yourself?
Oh.
Maybe. So what do you think? 50-50?
Yeah.
50-50? Over under on me hooking myself? Probably.
Yeah.
I'd go 50-50.
Okay.
Probably when I'm gonna, like when I'm like paying attention, no, but then like I'll either stop or like try to do something dumb or funny. Maybe I'll hook you.
No.
That's 50-50
I
too.
hope not.
So just in other news,
Other news.
Memorial Day is coming up.
Yeah.
A week from today. So the school will be not necessarily closed, but all
Nighttime
classes
classes will be canceled.
What about the morning?
Morning will be canceled. We'll figure out an open mat.
Yeah.
Sometime. Tommy's gonna run it.
I got you.
Come to open mat. Like, take the opportunity before you go to your barbecues and stuff, whatever. Like,
We should
come
run
train.
that in the morning.
We should do a 10 a.m.
Open mat.
Yeah,
open
just
mat.
come train, earn
Not
your.
official just yet. Check the group,
Yeah,
check
yeah.
the page.
It's official. No. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, open mat. Like, even if you're brand new, just come, work on the stuff that you learned the week prior.
Yeah,
whatever.
you don't have to just spar at open mat. Granted, that's a fun thing of open mat.
Yeah.
But you could drill stuff at open mat, especially if you're like nursing an injury or something like that.
Yeah,
That's a
it's a
great
good time.
opportunity to drill. You could reach out to one of your sparring partners beforehand or training partners, or just leave in the members group, and I'm sure somebody's going to be like, oh yeah, I'll spend like 15, 20 minutes drilling with you, you know.
So people who come just to spar, they get tired.
Yeah.
So it's real easy to get, you'll real quick after like that third beat, see people looking around like, hey, can I get some reps?
Yeah.
Can you show me what you just did?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And you can get a lot of practice, a lot of reps in.
I
Doing
think
open
the
mats.
atmosphere we have here is very inviting. So like we always try to promote to ask each other, hey, what was that? You know,
Everyone's
like,
open book.
yeah.
Even if you want to do like a little bit of stand up, like some judo or
Ugh.
striking, like it is an open mat.
There's
so-
definitely a lot of, you're always going to have that here where like, there's always going to be like some striking people,
Yeah.
even though it's mainly jujitsu, and you're going to have some judo people, even though it's mainly jujitsu, so you can always get whatever else you want in. I know like the judo people will be like, hey, can we do a little of this or that? And it's like, Vito's like, yeah, I'm there, let's train. It's just training. It's just training.
Yeah.
So get extra training in, get that open mat style in, you know.
So speaking of open mats, like maybe we should talk about smart ways to roll. Maybe like when to tap, trying to stay safe on the mats.
Yeah.
Because I know.
Man, this is another one that we
Yeah.
go on and on for. But like, so, yeah, like how do you roll? It's probably one of the most common questions I get in judo. Like, well, how do you train? Like, what do you, like when I'm sparring, people are like, well, what are you doing or thinking? And generally I'm like, I'll split things into like 3, right? So like for a part of it, I'm trying to get my best thing or whatever I'm trying to work on. So if it's Shiganagi, like my best tournament throw, or if it's now like Uchimata Harai, what I'm working on, I'm going to spend specific time just going for that, whether it's the right situation, not the best situation, if I think it's going to work, if I don't, like, I'm going to try it regardless so I have time working that. Then I'll do like just play, because I'm generally against that.
Yeah.
Like when I compete, I don't just play. I don't just see what people give me. I'm like going for one thing, and I it better work, or else I'm in a rough spot. So I'll just play and see and feel, and then like the third thing might be like I'll just see what they're doing or they're working. Last week, I think you actually had this on film, but Phil had me in a spot where I'm like, I think this is where he does his tiles. And I'm like waiting to see what happens. I'm kind of just hanging out. And he just dove in and threw me. I'm like, all right, this is why you don't let a brown belt get exactly the grip you want. You do nothing to defend it and watch it happen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, if this happens, I can't just let Phil play with his best stuff.
Yeah.
So good learning opportunity, you know. So I like to do that type of stuff. So I'll like go hard at times. I'll play at times. I'll just kind of be in the middle at times. That's like my general strategy. You know, 10, 15 years ago, I only did the first part. It's like every round was me trying to get Shiganagi or something to set it up or finish it off. And that was it.
Yeah.
No playing for you. No me just playing around. It was like, you know, I'd do a 3-minute round and try Shiganagi like 15, 20 times over and over and over. But like, as a competitor, it could be a little different.
Yeah.
You know? It can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be.
And that's like getting ready for a tournament type rolling. And there's also just like the casual, like you kind of just want to chill and have a good time kind of rolling. And I think that's the type where you're just like, letting people do what they want and kind of like responding to it, maybe like trying something new, and it's kind of you're rolling at maybe an intensity of like 70%. Like you're not really going too hard, trying to break anything, trying to keep each other safe. I think that's more of like everyday rolling, like when you're just like in class, and then like in your competition training, that's when you're doing like I'm going for this, and I'm going for it 100%. Yeah, most of the time I feel like rolling should be pretty chill, and it's not like an all-out war. And I also think like your movements should be like fluid, and that you shouldn't hear a lot of like slamming and like grunting. Yeah, like that's not jujitsu to me. Like it's cool when you're watching a bunch of advanced people roll and you're listening, and all you can hear is maybe like some light breathing and like little scuffles. Like you don't hear like boom slam, like all this stuff. Like yeah, it's just quiet, and it's cool because then you know like real technique is going on and people are thinking and no one's really talking. I hate when people talk during rounds.
It's like a
bugs
general
me.
rule for the
Yeah,
most part.
if you have questions or comments, like save it for the end of class. Like also when you know when we're in class, we only have like a set number of rolls. You know, like when it's time to switch partners, just switch partners and just go and roll. Save your questions for the end because then everybody gets to hear the question and they get to hear the answer to the question. Maybe it's something they never thought about before. And also, it just allows more of an opportunity for people to switch partners. Because if we say switch partners and, you know, two groups are still sitting talking about the technique, then that's four people left out of the cycle. So then you don't get, maybe, maybe Tom and Frank are talking about their technique. Like maybe I wanted to roll with Frank, but, Tom still got him stuck there talking about whatever, technique they wanted to talk about. When it's like, it's rolling time. It's time to just
The most
get your
valuable
hands in.
part of training.
Yeah.
So you can't screw it up being social. Be social later.
Yeah,
Talk
save
later.
it for
Be
after.
tired later.
Yeah.
It really is. I really think it's the most important part of training. You need all the other stuff to take advantage of it the right way, but so you need to really make sure you're rolling, sparring, training the right way. What do you think?
Yeah, all that's great. I think the biggest thing is just roll out what you want to get out of training. You know what I mean? That's all. Figure out why you're training and then roll like that. I think both of you guys are right. There you guys.
Yeah.
Your technique perfect.
Right.
When it comes to tapping, right? I don't think there's really ever. It's really tough. Whenever you get hurt, if it's not your fault, which I often think it is your fault in jiu-jitsu, you at worst could have prevented it by tapping earlier, giving way to something, letting them do whatever, instead of either fighting it or holding off on the tap.
Yeah.
So, you got to learn that lesson early.
I think you should tap before you feel pain.
Yeah.
If you feel pain, it's already too late. You're already getting damage done to your body. And especially in training, it's like, if you don't tap, nobody's going to think, oh man, he was really trying to gut through something or
It's the
whatnot.
opposite.
Yeah, I'm just like, why didn't you tap? Like,
You get mad. Don't make me hurt you in training.
yeah.
I want to get the arm, but I want to know it's working, but I don't want you to
break
make
your
me
arm.
force it and make you get hurt. I won't do that actually. Which then makes me mad. If I have to go with someone, I'm like, they're not even gonna tap. It's like I don't want to.
We're not gonna on purpose try to break somebody, you know. But when you have something dead to rights, it's like just tap to it.
Yeah.
If my arm's completely extended, I'm gonna tap. I'm not gonna wait until my ligaments and stuff are being, overstretched or whatever. I'm gonna tap because they have it. There's no way I'm getting out.
Remember last week we rolled, you got me in that triangle.
Yeah.
I fought it for a while.
Yeah.
Dude, for a few days, my chest and shoulder were just I felt like I was like this, and I was like, man, I hope I'm not injured. I was a little hurt, But I knew it wasn't bad. I know what it was. I was so worried about my neck. Right, like if my neck is compromised, I'll tap.
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
I have some prior junk going on up there, so I'll tap. But it wasn't my neck. But I didn't realize it was my shoulders getting all collapsed. So yeah, but not bad. But I'm like, yeah, I should have tapped sooner on that one. But when it comes to like arms, like really, there's no point in your arm being straight.
Yeah.
And feet and legs.
Watch your feet.
You know, your
Your
knees.
ankles.
You don't have as much of a.
I gotta go. I'm gonna teach.
Right now.
Well, let's wrap it up in 2 minutes.
All right.
Alright, so, but anyway, just tap early, tap often is like the best way to go.
I like this quick thing. Your safety is your responsibility.
Yes, that's also true.
If you want to be safe, and these sports can be super safe, it's on you to just stay safe. That's it. If you want to be safe, be safe. You know,
And if you don't want to be safe,
you
then
want to put it out there a little bit, do it, but
Can't
don't
hurt.
disrespect your partner either by like making them hurt you. You know, be safe. You'll enjoy training a lot more if you're not getting freaking injured every week. You know, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Have to teach.
I gotta go teach.
Bye.
Come in at 10 a.m.
Let us know what you think about the new audio. Hopefully it was better. We'll find out.
I feel like my went inside my shirt for a second, so I really hope it didn't mess anything up.
Cut out. I think we'll be all right. I hope these are better.
Okay.
All right. We good?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Keep the comments coming and the topics and all that. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
Share, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Subscribe.